my favorite co-host, Ty.
Hey, I'm really excited about today.
And not only... Nope, I had nothing to go with from there. Hold on.
Not only are we reviewing another movie, we're still recording a podcast today.
It was very conscious effort for him to... Sorry, hold on. So what are some instances in this movie that you'd like to talk about, things that you want to call out, and we can go through it like we normally do, bit by bit as far as the plot goes, or just jump around and really discuss these themes.
Do you want me to give you a plot of the film first, or?
Oh, fuck me. Yeah, hold on a second. The people who were obsessed with them ended up becoming a part of them.
Yeah.
Like sorry. That's what I was talking about with the Halloween movies last week. Was that last week already?
Wow. No.
It seems
it was 2 weeks ago.
What did we do last week? Oh, we did We Are What We Are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's it called when you give jobs to your family, like the Trumps did?
Trumping. Oh, wait, no.
It's before that.
I forget the term, but I know what you mean.
This is ridiculous. Hold on. Giving jobs
trumping
to your
That's what it's
family.
going to be called.
Nepotism.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The person who talks about this YouTube video, sorry.
Sure. Okay, recording.
Three, 2, 1. And whenever you're ready.
Sure. Let me just get my notes. Sorry.
Which I've said before. Misinformation is deadly. Is there a difference between disinformation and misinformation? They both sound like actual words.
I know misinformation's a real word. Disinformation? I don't know. Let's look it up.
Yeah, let me know what you come up with.
I do have the answer for you for misinformation versus disinformation. So disinformation is false information that is deliberately spread to mislead others. Misinformation is often a result of disinformation. It's false but believed to be true by the people spreading it.
Hey, the more you know. That's good. That's good. That's good to know.
Oh, shit, I lost it. Hold on. I'll snap and do it again.
It's fine. He says something like, look at all the great stuff we have.
Yeah, he says, you should see all the great stuff we got, Frank.
A bad man.
Wasn't he in Texas Chainsaw 3 as well? Wasn't he in that?
I think he was. I know for a fact that Viggo Mortensen was.
Yeah, doesn't he have a chainsaw fight with Viggo Mortensen? I could be wrong, but I thought
one of them does. Viggo Mortensen does have a chainsaw fight with somebody.
Because Viggo's bad, I think he's good in it. So.
Yeah, I just know that when I was joking around about the Dawn of the Dead remake, I mentioned Viggo and while I was talking over Ken Foray. So either Ken Foray was in Texas Chainsaw, or the reason we're making this connection is because
I'm so certain that he was. But yeah, so in this ending, right,
and I think this does end on a similar note. Ken Foray was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
I just found it.
Yep, along with Viggo Mortensen.
Yes.
Ken played Benny, and Viggo played Tex, and Leatherface was played by R.A. Mihailoff.
Yeah,
something along those lines.
All right, see, I knew it.
So yeah. So if y'all want to see some great Ken Foray work, go to Leatherface.
He had quite the career,
Massacre.
and he actually had a cameo in the remake as well, which was pretty cool.
Oh, did he? I'm gonna have to check it out. I know that him and Rob Zombie are super close.
Ken Foray, really?
Yeah, he wasn't. That's why he was in. That's why he was in the Halloween remake. But he was in House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects. He's been in a few Rob Zombie. I think he was also in Lords of Salem. That's right. He was a co-worker of Sherry Moon's character. Sorry, the mailman was just shoving.
I was like, is Pepper opening the door right now?
Jesus Christ. No,
these dogs are getting so fucking smart.
He was also in The Haunted World of El Super Beasto, which was a
I remember that shit.
Rob Zombie flick.
I think you should.
Quick, what was I talking about? Oh, CJ.
Sucker Punch.
Wait, there's another one coming in. Special thanks to all of you and to fucking.
I've seen a lot of shit he did, even like the old like Rob Roy and shit like that.
No, it's pretty recent.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
He's just trying to push this whole action guy at like 50, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why they would give him a career as an action star. Like,
because he was always
old.
a character actor.
Yeah.
I guess with those Taken, I guess was the first ones where he started doing all the fucking action shit. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just trying to get that gain up, get as much as possible.
Okay.
All right. I think I can hear you just fine. But yeah, so The Gray is about Liam Neeson. He's in a survival situation. There's some fucking wolves. And then...
So he's getting basically like hunted by a pack when he's trying to get to like the nearest camp?
Something like that. And then he takes like...
He starts hunting the wolves?
The bottles. Yeah, he takes like the little mini bottles of liquor from the flight and like wraps them in fabric in his hand so they become like...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like he's going to kumite
like
them.
Blood sport?
Yeah, he's going to kumite these wolves in the Arctic. All right, let me tell you something. I'll find all you black bastard wolves. You remember when he said that? Remember when Liam Neeson said he was looking for a black bastard?
In a movie?
No, dude, he said that happened in real life.
Oh, the interview.
Yeah.
Right, where something happened, and he went to go out to beat up any black guy.
Yeah.
And I think he said he did.
Oh, he actually got to the beating?
Something happened. I think he found somebody. I don't know if it happened, but I know he found somebody.
Huh.
He's like, yeah, I went out looking for, like you said, a black bastard or whatever it was. Yeah. That was like a talk show. He said that.
Yeah, he did.
Not realizing that was an offensive thing to say. I was going out looking to create a hate crime.
What a life to live where that's
you don't even realize it. I'm admitting to committing many crimes.
Listen, I was intent on committing a hate crime, but it was for vengeance.
Right.
And that's why you should see my movie.
Yep. I'm like John Wayne.
Yeah, that's accurate. John Wayne was a racist.
Oh, yeah, he was part of the, what was that group he was a part of?
The KKK?
No.
The Proud Boys?
Nope.
Patriot Prayer Group, Westboro Baptist Church.
Patriot Prayer Group? That's a real fucking thing?
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Wow.
It's a
current fucking shitty name.
Yeah.
What is it called?
The Wolverine Watchmen.
Well, I heard that one. That's pretty fucking weak. The John Birch Society. Like super nativist.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah. That's why he did all those kind of things where, he was like the guy from the West that was, going to make the law and, kind of promote that kind of bullshit thing. All right. That's how America is.
All right. I'm ready for this. You ready?
Sure.
All right. If you can get a little closer, like to the mic, probably. Yeah, you might have to adjust because I don't know how much closer I can get it to you. That's amazing. Actually, right there. That's good. That you do the hang loose, hang.
Oh,
that's great. Okay. Has the media ever made it sound? I can't get over the fact that my dog is all over your body as a jungle gym right now.
Everybody loves me, even the dogs.
Oh my god. But like it is Now, another person said, this is kind of what we were just talking about. I'm concerned that we won't truly know who the president will be. I don't know if he wants his name.
So it's probably been like, 25 years. So I'm saying they're pretty blood red. So I would think they would see it as, who would screw you? The Republican state, states, state senators that are there that are doing the counting and, certifying stuff, and the governor. I mean, I don't see who you could blame to say that it was robbed. It's not like it's a blue state. Like I'm saying, if it happens in Pennsylvania, where, like you said, Trump already said he's watching the governor of Pennsylvania to make sure nothing shady happens. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a blue state, or Michigan.
I mean, it's so
those
interesting.
States, I think they would try to call into question, but if it's a more red state, I don't think you really can.
I don't know if she's a listener of the podcast, but she is the most fervent defender of Christopher Columbus I've ever met in my life, and still decided to remain my friend after a bunch of mine hit her with very inappropriate attacks and barrages.
So what is her defense of him, or like case for him?
Oh, just go to my Facebook status about it.
Okay.
Like every step of the way in which he, I guess that's it. I guess that's it. I guess that was it. Yeah, like every step of the way, every way he messed up, didn't accomplish what he said he was going to accomplish. Every step of the way that, like we celebrate this man when he does not deserve to be celebrated in any way, shape, or form.
Well, Columbus Day was created as I guess you could say like a sop to Italian Americans to create a holiday.
But for no reason. Like, I'm sure there were other Italian Americans.
Right, that you could have certainly picked. That would have been, someone better to pick, I guess. But because then they see themselves being connected to the founding, though. So that's why you would like it, because then it's not like something recent where we're going to have Frankie Valli. He's going to be the guy, or
well,
Frank
it's literally
Sinatra.
Just people being misinformed. Like,
well, because you don't really learn.
He never set foot in
the
North
farther you go
America.
back, you don't really. Right, he never actually made it to the 48 states.
No, well,
the closest he came is landing in Puerto Rico. And that did become part of America till 1900.
And Hispaniola and everything,
right.
and then
He's
a lot
more
of
in the Dominican
slavery
and the
deaths. Yes, yeah, exactly. My Dominican ancestry will not allow my Italian ancestry to be proud of
colonizers
of that. But yeah, every time I pointed out every single thing, she defended him on it. She was like, he wanted to educate those slaves and and a bunch of stuff. And
well, I mean, it wasn't just him. I mean, he was just, for us, the most famous one above Cortez going through Mexico. It was all the same thing. Yeah, it was all just for God, gold, and for glory. I mean, so he was doing it for money. It was for capitalism, basically. He just didn't. He didn't realize there was a landmass between here and India. That's why he called them Indians.
That's why they're called Indians.
He thought he was showing up there so he could bring back curry, I guess, back to England.
According to my friend whose question I'm about to read, that's just arguing semantics at this point.
What is?
That natives should be mad about being called Indians.
Well, now that you know, it's just, you're just knowingly calling them by the name thing.
Yeah.
By the wrong thing. I mean, it's just...
It's like, I landed
back then,
in
I guess
Canada.
If you were ignorant, you didn't know, it wouldn't be as insulting. But now that you know, it's just like...
It's like landing in Canada thinking you were going to Asia, and you're like, all Canadians are Asians now.
Right.
Like, it just doesn't make any sense. But anyway, she said, I'm concerned
but how does she get around with the idea of actually discovering it? How do you know what I'm saying? How does she argue?
I don't know. I stopped arguing.
When you have tens of million people already
I just provided
It's like me walking into your house and I say, I discovered this house. It's my house now. If you had 10 million people here, with all the Americas, tens of millions, you can't really claim that you founded it. You can't even claim you're the first outsider, because the Chinese were here first. The Vikings
too,
were here before. You're not even the first one to show up to the party. The only thing is you could say that he did dominate it, where the others didn't. They left.
Yeah, well, he was also a con man.
Right, he was, but he was doing it for business, though. So he's like the modern, he's like the the old school Trump, where
he is the old school Trump. They have so many similarities
into putting money into his bad voyage, and when he didn't get to where he was, he brought back what he could. So he brought back slaves, he brought back gold, he brought back stuff like that, sugar, that he brought back that they didn't think they were going to get. They thought they were going to get all kinds of spices that were coming from the spice road, but they got something else instead, and they got tobacco and other things.
So I don't know. You'll have to go to the status. You can ask her about it if you want. It's on. I made it on October 12th because I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook these days. You should find it pretty quickly.
going after the more southern Democrats by keeping segregation, whereas the Democrats moved away from it, even though originally, Woodrow Wilson reinstituted segregation into the government under him after it had been gotten rid of. So, they just basically just flipped. It was just like a complete world turning on its head.
So
and you make more progress over time.
You could just take your time. You could just clear it out and then finish the sentence. You were talking about incrementalism.
You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of work out that as well, because that will change the dynamics of how you work with your boss. If you don't even need to get it through your boss, and you're going through an outside, through Medicare, and they're only doing the paperwork.
I just want to talk. I just want to.
Like, I'm saying, everybody hated TTP when, people were running in 2016, but that would have gotten people gotten a chance to then set down trading in Asia, set down basic rules that weren't being set by China. We would have set them so it would have been better. Would they have been perfect? Certainly not, because they would not have protected a lot of labor and other stuff like that. But we'd be better than if China sets it, where China's going to have nothing about that. They're going to be able to, steal everybody's technology. I'm saying it would be a much worse deal. But like I said, you do need to not leave that vacuum. Otherwise, they're going to step into it and, start doing things like they're doing now. That Chinese are doing their version of the Marshall Plan in places like Africa, where they're building roads and ports and stuff like that. And in return, they're getting rights to their assets. So if they don't end up paying back the loans that they built their port with, they're going to get somebody's diamond mines or somebody else's mines, of rare earth or other valuable things. Whereas we just did it out of kindness, I guess, with Europe, rebuilding, Germany and France. We didn't do it for economic return. We did it for the investment. We made money because we were selling them all the goods and all the materials to make it, where they're doing it more for asset control. But like I said, you do need to step in so this way you don't lose that kind of, gravitas on the political platforms. This way they don't end up becoming everybody's friend in these third world countries that they then now turn to them. I mean, you have people like Turkey, who's in NATO, getting weapons from Russia. How is that even legal within NATO? You shouldn't be able to buy, weapons from someone that's considered to be a threat to NATO.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you don't want to be, known as like we are right now, the biggest arms dealer in the world, but you still rather have them getting it from you, so this way we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Whereas if they have weapons now that you don't know the codes to or be able to deal with, they could now turn against you and you won't be able to defend yourself the same kind of way.